Hey guys, today I want to talk about Evolve. There's not a lot of information out about this game yet, but it's something that I'm interested in. I remember when Left 4 Dead came out, I bought it within maybe a week of its release, and the person I was living with at the time, our money was really tight, but we both wanted to play the game, so we both kind of moved heaven and earth to get that game. We played it right up against the TV screen and in the dark and really loud. It was fun. And so I know that when these guys talk about doing something new, they're serious. It was easy to try and write off Left 4 Dead as a sort of just, oh, it's a co-op shooter. It was way more than that. It was like really subtle gameplay ideas, really subtle mechanics that kind of put the game into a different echelon altogether. And I really thought it was a brilliant, brilliant piece of work. And I loved it. Loved playing it. It is one of the few games I do miss playing on an Xbox 360 because I don't have one anymore, which I'll eventually get another one. So, however, the fact that Evolve is coming out multi-platform means that I don't have to get a 360 very quickly to get a similar experience. Um, Evolve it kind of takes what Left 4 Dead was doing with multiplayer as a shooter and kind of goes a little bit further in what I feel is a natural progression of that gameplay style. Where Left 4 Dead was 4-on-4 zombies versus humans, this is 4-on-1 where you're a really overpowered monster or one of four hunters, and each of those four hunters are like a class. They all perform a different function within the game, and it's asymmetrical. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Asymmetrical, not imbalanced. I think there's plenty of balance because of the powers on each side. And it's really just a highly technically advanced version of like hide and seek or tag, or both, which seems really cool. A lot of the gameplay impressions videos I've seen just kind of point to the fact that there's power-ups, there's rules, there's head starts, frameworks, and everything's different. But I think that just the basic idea of that, you're four hunters against one other person who's overpowered, and there's various ways to gain power-ups and ammunition and things like that. That alone makes it really cool, and it raises the stakes much higher for someone, especially in the role of the evolved creature, as far as multiplayer goes. So it's going to create a greater experience. I've played Battlefield 3 and 4 hundreds of times, and I can only tell you about maybe 15 experiences that I've had in Battlefield that I remember, some of which are on the channel, like the elusive exploding motorcycle. And with Evolve, one gets the impression that this game is going to create more experiences. Things that you share with each other where it's like, man, remember that time you were purple, dinosaur, I don't know, and you blew up, but I could just imagine like those conversations taking place more consistently than with a standard shooter. And that's a good thing, folks. That's a good thing. These guys have proven that they can put together a great shooter, a great multiplayer game, and they're trying to push the genre forward. And they're really pushing the idea of breaking that mold of symmetry and this many versus this many. Like how much better could Titanfall have been if instead of having 6-on-6, you had 12 versus hordes of way bigger mechs or something like that, or 11 versus one big mech or something. Who knows? I mean, it's not about the scale of the match in terms of how many people are involved, because if you have a bunch of people that can't play, it's no fun. It's about creating a framework and an arena and gameplay mechanics that are going to be fun. Finding new and creative ways to kind of encourage, an experience rather than just, let's do the same thing over and over and over again because we're grinding. No pun intended. So, I know you guys have probably all seen trailers for this stuff or gameplay videos. So I want to know, what do you think of where Evolve is taking the genre? What do you think of the pedigree of Left 4 Dead? And where that fits in as far as giving these guys the license to do what to do with Evolve? What are you looking forward to what are other examples of asymmetrical multiplayer? Tell me in the bottom. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, keep on grinding. Later, guys.